You ever just see a video title pop up in your recommended and you're like, wow, that's a statement. This video popped up in my recommended. Why WWF No Mercy is the worst wrestling game ever. Done by Mr. Jeremy Lambert over at Fightful. Now, Fightful is a big wrestling website. They've actually covered my book twice on there. One for a Sean Waltman story, one for a Stevie Richards story that they gave in my book, The Art of N64 Wrestling Games. Link in the description box down below. 5-star review on Amazon, please, if you buy it. Why WWF No Mercy is the worst wrestling game ever. I assume this is tongue-in-cheek, but we're going to watch it. All right, Jeremy.
What's up, guys?
Hello.
It's Jeremy Lambert, the point guard that doesn't let you down.
You're letting me down already.
In the world of sports and entertainment and wrestling and video games.
You need a better mic,
explain
Jeremy.
to you why WWF No Mercy 64 is actually the worst wrestling game of all time. People like to say it's the best game of all time. People are very nostalgic for this game. I think that's the biggest thing, is it's all nostalgia that people remember. But have you actually played it recently? Like, have you picked up your Nintendo 64 in the past month or so and actually played this game? Because if you have,
I played it
you'll
today.
realize it's not a good game. It's actually awful.
No.
Everything you remember being good is not. It's your child brain thinking that it was the best ever because you saw Steve Austin flip people off.
Actually, I did not really play much No Mercy until I was an adult. My child brain would have been World Tour and Revenge, but that was more early teenager brain. I didn't play No Mercy much until I was like 19 or 20 because I wasn't really into the WWF at that time during the Attitude Era like I was with WCW. And after WCW kind of went down the drain, I just kind of stopped watching wrestling for a period of time. So that's wrong.
And you saw you could steal finishers and the buttons were so easy to use and everything. You were just happy to have a wrestling game.
Whoa! Whoa. What was that G word there?
So easy to use and everything. You were just happy to have a wrestling game.
Oh, so it is a good game, Jeremy. Jeremy, I'm seeing flaws in your argument already.
Game where you could play during the Attitude Era and the early 2000s, which was your favorite time as a kid. That's all you actually remember about this game. You don't remember the finer details of this game and that it actually
I wrote a book on it.
I tweeted, No Mercy is the worst wrestling game ever.
You're a sick 13th. Man.
You can see the response.
And you're like, you're not, young. You're only a couple years younger than me. What, 3 years younger than me? And you're making these bold claims, Jeremy? I don't like it, pal.
I got ratioed, as the kids like to say.
You should get
ratioed by even some of my own friends. Dustin James, who memed me. One of my good friends, a real life friend, Dustin James, memed me. Phil Lindsay, Grapsody, said these are lies. Will Washington, also Grapsody. Why the Grapsody?
I think he works for AEW now.
He gifted me.
And just a reminder, this is from 2 years ago. So like this isn't like an old timey take or something like that.
Memed me with a gif. These people just don't actually understand. I don't think they've picked up the PlayStation 4 or the Nintendo 64 and actually played this game like I have. Okay. Let me take you back to Friday. Let me take you back to May 13th. When I was on Twitch, twitch.tv/FightfulGaming, playing WWF No Mercy 64. Championship mode, right? They got a bunch of different stories in No Mercy. Story mode with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Game. You're talking about championship.
I have visual representation. See, people, he flips people off. Everyone loves it. Stone Cold Steve Austin, right? Championship mode with Steve Austin. We were in the Royal Rumble. We lost the Royal Rumble. That's okay. We go to WrestleMania, and what do we get at WrestleMania but a triple threat match with Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle? No,
would you rather have not been booked?
Match. Look at this. Look at Royal Rumble. We lose in 7 seconds. I'm fine with that. Yeah, shit happens. It happens in the game. Lost.
Wait a second. You got a total elimination from Perry Saturn in 7 seconds. Maybe there's a little bit of a skill issue here, Jeremy. Jeremy, you know what? You need to buy my book, pal.
seconds eliminated from the Royal Rumble.
That's
That
embarrassing,
sucks.
dog.
I should have done better. I should maybe be better at the game. I agree.
Yes.
I'm not gonna argue that. I'm not here to make excuses for myself. I'm here to tell you why this game is actually horrible. Lost in 7 seconds. Royal Rumble's over. All right, moving
We're 3 minutes into the video. We still haven't gotten one reason why the game is the worst.
on. What happens at WrestleMania? Where do we go from there after losing in the Royal Rumble? Where do we go? We have a grudge match. What is this grudge match? Angle and Benoit at WrestleMania. Why?
Okay.
No reason. We're just doing this match. We just skipped months of
Top-tier
stories
talent
to do this match for absolutely no reason. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Then we're facing Eddie Guerrero. We're involved with China. We're just best friends with China for some.
Okay.
See, China is in the background. Now all of a sudden we're aligned with her. Here comes Eddie Guerrero. He's trying to steal China with us.
Makes
China
sense.
turns on us. We got to do a bunch of handicap matches and shit. And
That sounds good to me.
there's this. Look at this. He's calling China a man. Why? This isn't talking about who has the bigger package.
The package? You might be talking about a UPS package. This is Attitude Era, pal. Nothing was off limits.
Between China and Eddie Guerrero. And then we're just taking cheap shots at Stephanie, calling her cheap slut. This is not good writing. This is awful. This is absolutely
it's a product
awful.
of the time.
Could they not come up with anything better than this? Why is Steve Austin doing Chris Jericho dialogue? Awful. The writers for this game were terrible.
It was
terrible writing. And
you're looking at the writing from a modern perspective. You're not looking at it from a perspective of wrestling games did not have writing before this. This was the first wrestling game to ever have this sort of thing. Like, yes, WrestleMania 2000 had a little bit of something, you know, where occasionally there'd be like a brief promo. But this was the first game to ever implement this sort of stuff. You're looking at this from a 2024 perspective with WWE 2K24, and those stories aren't even really that good, but you see what I'm saying? You got to start somewhere. You can't grade an NES game versus a PlayStation 5 game and then say, oh, the NES graphics are shitty. Well, yeah, comparative to the PlayStation 5, they are. Because it's from a different time frame.
in this game. Handicap match. We have to do about 15 million handicap matches. Look at this. Handicap match. Just
get good.
So many handicap matches. It is awful. The story. Look at another handicap. What repetitive booking. Just repetitive nonsense.
Just like WWE.
In this game. Not an original thought for this game. Nothing. People like to say the gameplay is good. The gameplay isn't bad. I'll give you that. It's pretty basic. It's pretty basic stuff when it comes to the gameplay.
But that's not true. It's easy to learn, hard to master.
The story mode and stuff, people don't remember how bad this story mode actually is. You can live and die off of a story mode. NBA 2K, the story mode, that stuff is terrible.
NBA 2K didn't have a story mode until the early 2010s, over 10 years after this game was released on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. You can't compare those generation of consoles to a Nintendo 64.
People can't write an original story. They should have hired me to write these stories. Then we enter into a feud. Which
So wait, if they would have hired you, you would have been 11 years old. Because let's say the game started development in 99. You would have been 11 years old. Because you're Jeremy Lambert, 88, on Twitter. I'm sure 11-year-old Jeremy would have some banger storylines. Jeremy.
with Triple H. We enter into a feud with Triple H. It's beat for beat the feud that Triple H does with Jericho, where he wins the title, right? He wins the title, but then the referee screwed him. Nothing's really explained here. So we beat Triple H. We become the champion. And then Triple H yells at the referee. He says he screwed him, and then he's not going to fire him. Then he fires him, but nothing's really explained now. Here we go.
How in-depth do you need it to be?
Biggest gripe of this game. We go into this tag team match.
But
right?
wait. This is good continuity.
We fires him, but nothing's really explained.
I mean, you be the judge.
Here we go with
blah, blah, blah. Tired of disparaging Stephanie. That is good. That is good referencing.
My biggest gripe of this game. we go into this tag team match, right? It's myself and The Rock against Triple H.
Oh, we still have 10 minutes left.
You have to pin Triple H. Okay, pinning Triple H is the goal.
We're gonna speed this up a little bit here. So let me guess.
Just decides he doesn't know what he's. Great job breaking that up.
All right, so you lost.
Not happy
because you're a bum.
Not happy. It's into the match.
And then we have a second.
We're already approaching. When I need a pinfall broken up, nobody can break up a pinfall.
Nobody breaks up your pinfalls.
He can do it. All right,
okay.
Get in the ring, Triple H. He's gonna have a bum arm. This is very important to remember. See how he's holding his arm.
Yeah.
So, come on, hold your arm.
So if you put a submission on him, because you have to win this match by pinfall,
because it plays.
If you put a submission on him, then he's probably going to tap out.
He tells me to suck it. That's not PG at all.
So I wouldn't
very clearly
do an arm breaker.
Holding his arm. We've completely destroyed Triple H. This is a man.
Why is this a
one-armed man
match?
and an ass? The rope breaks in this game are outrageous. I did not see his foot on the rope right there. It wasn't under the rope. It
doesn't do that on the new games.
Why is that called?
They did it I think they did it for like 2 years, where they had it with the foot would physically have to hit the rope, but then they removed it.
Rope break though. The rope breaks are absolutely getting into things in this match. Another 5 minutes, I feel, because I have to work over Benoit to get him. I'm just trying to kill time.
I've
been dominating this.
Like,
match. I'm ready to pin Triple H whenever
he gets back. Knock him off the ring.
I have a great strategy
knock him off the ring apron.
of having Austin in the ring when Triple H is in, and The Rock in the ring when Benoit is in. Everything's working well here. I'm doing
strategy
exactly
should have been to win this
to
match
to
15 minutes ago.
Exactly what. Look at Benoit.
I don't think you do know what to do.
His health is absolutely nothing. On the right track to pinning Triple H, moving on with this story. Right in a second. Benoit can't tag. Very stupid. See, look at it. What is he doing? And it says I didn't hit him. I don't know what Benoit's doing. He's just moving around. Once again,
so tag out, because he's about to tag in Triple H.
Finally, he makes the tag
out.
All right,
he didn't tag out. You knew that he was about to tag.
I'm feeling good about things, though. Triple H is back in the ring. I've been kicking the shit out of him. Here we go. Got a chance here. I kind of hit the wrong button there. Not very good on
user error.
I'm not claiming that I'm perfect at this game. I make mistakes.
I'm not claiming you're good at it.
Okay? I 100% make mistakes. Let's go live to my reaction to this whole thing here as we near the end of this match.
Okay, so tag out. You have to pin with Austin.
This armbar,
I tried to get out.
I tried to get out.
Why did you do
that?
that?
Break it up, and he taps it. I swear, if it's because I did a submission, or if it's because I didn't do it with Austin.
You have to win the match by pinfall. So you decide to throw on an armbar on Triple H with The Rock for reasons? This is your fault. You're the one who decided to do this. The Rock shouldn't have been in the match. If you have to win the match with Stone Cold and you have to win by pinfall, you should not be doing submissions as The Rock on Triple H.
Benoit comes in. He throws a shoulder block. What is it going to say? What's it going to say, everybody?
It's going to say you lost. You failed.
Are you kidding me? Are you?
Bro, this would be like you have to hit a three-pointer with Mikal Bridges and you shoot a layup with Jalen Brunson and then you expect to win. Like, why would you win?
They act like these words are supposed to mean something. That's fucking stupid. I beat him. I just need to beat him, right? Why do I have to pin him? Why is the submission? Why are they holding down the submissions?
You know what? You might have a point there. But you still did it with the wrong person. You are playing through the career mode as Stone Cold Steve Austin, good sir, not The Rock. You made a faux pas.
Why do they hate submissions in this game? Huh? Explain that to me, THQ. Explain that to me, Kenny Omega. Why does this game hate submissions?
THQ is the publisher. Aki was the developer.
Are they? Why does a pinfall count for more than a submission? I don't.
Because you have to win the match by pinfall, not submission. There are parameters set for certain matches. It tells you that. You are well aware of this fact.
I don't understand it. I don't think the makers of this game understand it. They're just trying to be bitches about things. They're just trying to make things annoying with this game. Why isn't Chris Benoit smart enough to break that up? He breaks up all my other pinfalls. Why couldn't he break up the submission?
Because that wasn't a pinfall.
Why, when I pressed the button, it didn't release the hold? Huh?
It was about
I got questions, THQ. I got questions, Kenny Omega. Answer this shit for me.
I'll answer it for you.
Okay? This game is awful. Absolutely awful. And people that think it's good, you haven't played it. You haven't played it in the last week like I have. You haven't gone through the grind of this game like I have. You're basing it off your childhood memories. That's all you're doing. You're basing this off of your childhood memories. You should be ashamed for that. You should be ashamed that you remember your childhood so well and you're nostalgic for things that made you happy as a kid. This game sucks. It sucked when we were all kids, too. We need 5 games that are better than this piece of shit game.
Please.
All right? WCW NWO Revenge. The original.
Didn't have stories.
The original THQ game. That was actually good.
The original THQ game that was actually good would technically be WCW versus the World on the PlayStation 1. For the N64, it would be World Tour. Revenge is great, though, but it doesn't have a story mode. The championship mode, you just go through random matches, and it would still have the same sort of thing that you would be complaining about.
Because it didn't try to have a story mode. You just have fun, book your own shit, and
you
enjoy
don't have
the
to
game.
do the story mode.
Everything that No Mercy does, WCW NWO Revenge does better. And it was WCW, the good promotion, not WWF, the trash promotion. Okay? This is the game everybody should be playing. This is the game that should be in the pantheon of wrestling.
No cage match, no ladder match, no running grapples.
Games that people remember so well. Not
no backstage.
No SmackDown, shut your mouth. PlayStation
that game came
2.
out
this game
after.
Was great. Look at all the cool stuff you're doing. You can shave heads. Triple H was on the cover. Booker T was on the cover. Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, Chris Jericho. All these guys are still wrestling today, I'm pretty sure. This game was better than No Mercy. WCW Backstage Assault. No rings. Fuck rings. It was like one of those great indie shows where they just had fight pits and stuff. This was indie before your indie. You remember Backyard Wrestling? This is the original version of that. You just fought everyone backstage. Fuck rings. Backstage Assault. Much better. Impact mobile game. The mobile game, everybody. Much better than WWF No Mercy.
That's a wild-looking Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, look at that great character model. Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe, Rob Van Dam, all AEW legends right here. AJ Styles was in this thing. Jeff Hardy, another AEW legend. The mobile version, better than No Mercy. And WWE 2K20,
okay,
the gold standard when it comes to wrestling video games.
So I must say, I've been duped. Obviously, this was a very tongue-in-cheek video, which I didn't realize because I didn't watch this video. But you know what? I've been sitting here for 18 minutes and 40 seconds. And so I am going to release this video, Jeremy Lambert 88. But you know what? I'll give you a like. I might even leave a comment. Because you know what? You made me laugh. You strung me along for nearly 20 minutes. And I was convinced. At some point in time, I was convinced that you were serious. So good work. You know, I'm going to follow you on Twitter, too. I'm going to follow you on Twitter. I've been duped. The king has been duped, people. The king has been duped.